So I'm making super long casts, and we're on a river, which is different than if you were on a lake doing this. And I'm letting the current do a lot of the work on that bait. If it seems like if you're like pulling it unnaturally, fish do not resonate well to that. They want that bait drifting in there. I'm keeping that line tight, and then I'm bringing it over. What I'm fishing right now is rocks, primarily a rock hump. And you'll feel that bait, or you'll feel the weight sit on the rock. And if you feel a bigger rock, what you want to do is just stop, give it a little slack, especially in a current fishery, give it a little slack, and then bring that weight on the other side of that rock, because a lot of times those fish are sitting on the back side of that rock. And when they're sitting on the back side of that rock, they're waiting for that bait to be there. If you pull it or try to pop it out of there, it'll fly over the top of those fish, and most times they won't react to it at all. And a lot of times, if you get one big one, you want to memorize how you cast it, because there's more than one big one sitting in that area. They seem to group up. If you're catching a lot of 2-pounders, it seems like the 2-pounders stick with the 2-pounders and the 4-plussers stay with the 4s and 3s. They're very territorial, so if they can find a spot that they like to sit, those bigger fish will push those smaller fish away, and those smaller fish will sit on like a secondary. I'm also got live scope, so for all the haters out there, yeah, you can see the fish, but that doesn't mean you're gonna catch them. And a lot of times when I'm not even looking for those fish. You'll see them, but I'm looking for structure, just like 360 would do. I'm scanning around looking for rocks, weed points, anything like that. If you're just graphing them and you're trying to cast at them, it's hard because they roam around a lot. Smallmouth roam around a lot. The ones that you're catching are the ones that are set up. And a lot of those fish will come and set up on those spots. You just might not see them before they get there. You can see right there. It's really hard to see. For whatever reason, this camera does not like the graph screen. But right there's a smallmouth and it's roaming around. And these these harder yellow spots, or whatever color it is, they'll show up harder. And what those are a lot of times rocks where the ground gets harder. And I'm running Garmin. I think Garmin's one of the best graphs you can get these days. I've not had any issues with it. Lowrance I've had some issues with in the past. I had 2 older ones, HDS 9s, that just basically gave up the ghost. And I like Garmin. I think they're one of the best graphs on the market today. I think Humminbird makes a really good graph. I had Humminbirds for a long time, but they have a better picture. I'm going to be honest with you. So that's pretty much my setup. All the live scope haters, I mean, yeah, I get it. Oh, I got one right there. Nice. He's not big, but I got one. Oh, he is. He's big. He's decent. This is a decent 2-pounder. I explained it to you guys, and there it is. Ready for this? Ah! Yeah. There we go. not big, but that technique I was just showing you, that's what will get you right there. He's not big, but still. Proof that it works. And I've caught some absolute stanks on it lately.